terminal illness, incurable, deadly, fatal, and lethal. In the United States, over 500,000 people die of cancer each year. Worldwide, over 2 million people die of HIV/AIDS. And in the United States, approximately 4,000 people die of amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. These people know what it feels like to live every day knowing themselves or someone they love can die in only a matter of months. And He Only Takes the Best, a diary of a terminal illness, written by Jennifer Rue. Jennifer walks us through the emotions her and her family felt while dealing with their mother's amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. September 30th, 1988. We had this weird conversation at dinner tonight. Mom, Dad, and Gerald all think Mom's speech is changing, like it's slurred or something. Mom said that our neighbors even said something to her about it. I really don't notice anything. I don't get what all the worry's about. May 10th, 1989. Mom and Dad went to another doctor today, and they finally came up with a diagnosis for her. They call it amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, or Lou Gehrig's disease. They said things are only going to get worse, and there's no cure. July 15th, 1991. We went out to eat today, and I saw Mom standing near the back of the restaurant, banging on a table trying to get our attention. She was choking on a piece of food. Dad went back to help her, and I ran to find an employee to help us. I was screaming at someone that my mom was choking, and she just kind of looked at me, like I was crazy. By the time I got back to Mom and Dad, the piece of food was out, and Mom was okay. September 5th, 1991. Now I'm always afraid to leave Mom at home by herself for too long. She has so much trouble swallowing food now. What if I went out, and she choked on something while I was gone? Or what if she fell, and couldn't get back up? So I stayed home for a lot of the summer, to make sure she was okay. When I did go somewhere, it was always after she had finished eating, and after she was comfortable in her armchair by the TV. Then, when I would come back home a couple hours later, she'd be in that exact same position. I think she was afraid to walk around by herself, too. Now that no one's around during the day, they had hired some nurses to come to our house while we were gone. But I still try to be around as much as possible. I'm one of the only ones who can still understand her speech. January 20th, 1992. Dad talked to me about Mom's illness today. He wanted to make sure I knew her condition was terminal, meaning there's no cure, and that she could die at any point in the near future. March 1st, 1992. Mom was rushed to the hospital last week for pneumonia. She was in the ICU for a few days. It was horrible! They don't want to take care of her the way we do. March 25th, 1992. She can't talk, and the only parts of her body she can still move are her right fingers and her eyes. Caring for her has become overwhelming with all her medications and special treatments. March 25th, 1993. It's been a year since Mom came home from the hospital. She has her good days and bad days. On good days, very little effort is needed to make her comfortable, and she's all smiles. But on bad days, it seems like nothing we can do will ease her discomfort. Those days are especially frustrating for Mom, Dad, Gerald, and myself. And although it's not Mom's fault, it's really difficult to hide our frustrations from her. She blames herself for the way we feel, and she'll start to cry, which upsets us even more. It's a vicious circle. Thankfully, her mind has remained untouched by this disease. She's still the same person, now trapped inside a withering body. June 25th, 1995. It's hard to believe high school is finally over. Mom was even able to come to the graduation ceremony today. My principal and some of my teachers were really happy to see her there. August 19th, 1995. Mom and Dad threw a surprise going-away party for me today. Only a week left till I leave for college at the University of Delaware. June 1st, 1998. 3 years later. Acceptance of AMCAS application start today. I have to finish out my personal statement. It's all about Mom. Quite fitting, since she is the reason why I decided to become a doctor. February 4th, 1999. Usual Thursday night phone call to Mom and Dad tonight. Except the nurse on duty said Mom wasn't feeling too great. It's times like this when I especially wish I was home. But she always seems to bounce back from little things like this. I'm sure she'll feel better tomorrow. February 10th, 1999. Actually writing from home now. Dad called this afternoon and told me I should come home and see Mom. Her eyes usually light up when any of us enter the room. Tonight, she can barely open them. And her face is usually so animated and full of expression during conversation. Tonight, there was none of that. February 15th, 1999. Mom passed away this morning. February 21st, 1999. I got back from Florida this afternoon, and we decided to bury Mom there since Dad will be moving there later this year. Mom is buried next to the statue of the Virgin Mary. The wake was held in New York, and each session was absolutely packed with family and friends. People who had no idea how sick Mom really was came to pay their respects. I constructed a collage of pictures for the wake, mostly pictures of our family, some dating back several years. Mom would have been proud. Those pictures showed just how much she experienced in life, how much she accomplished, how she fought that disease and refused to give up. January 4th, 2001. It's been almost 2 years since Mom passed away. I think about her every day, and I miss her terribly. I am just now feeling some sense of closure. 6 months ago, I organized a student group called Project Hope, helping others through palliative efforts that reaches out to individuals with critical and terminal illness. Looking back, I am thankful I was there a few days before she died. To say goodbye, to kiss her one last time. There's no doubt in my mind she died on her own terms. Once she lost control of her eyes, her only remaining method of expression and communication, she chose to let go.